So while everyone's debating whether you can trust technicals or not trust technicals and do they work or are they phony, right? I would argue this. It is harder to make decisions off of fundamental analysis than it is based off technical analysis, right? Technical analysis, we have quantifiable data, historic data that tells us something has an edge or doesn't have an edge. It's pretty black or white. We know the probabilities that if I take this, it's likely to do that this percent of the time. Fundamental analysis is a little bit different because we don't really have any quantifiable data on fundamental analysis. Fundamental analysis has many different layers to it. Now, I'm not saying you can't be a fundamental trader. It's a little bit easier to be a fundamental investor. I'm not saying you can't be a fundamental trader, but not only do you have to know an incredible amount of knowledge about the economy and the different economies that you're trading, specifically if we're talking about the Forex market, but you have to have an idea of what the release is, what the expectation of the release is, and more importantly, because it's not just predicting the number, more importantly, how the market, us and everyone out there, how are we going to react to the release? And I think that is the hardest part because you've seen it before. Good news doesn't always create a good move. Bad news doesn't always create a bad move. Now, I'm not saying this can't be done. I use fundamental analysis in some of my big trades as well, and I'll get into that in a little bit. But I've been fortunate enough to make many friends in this trading industry over the last, 20 years that I've been doing this. And many of them are fundamental analysts, right? And they will even tell you, I was really shocked the first time I heard this. It was like an industry secret that I wasn't supposed to be told. They will even tell you that their recommendation as a trader, not an investor, as a trader, is to not use fundamental analysis because it is very hit or miss as a trader. And this is a fundamental trader saying this.